Hi guys, just thought I'd just do a quick video in the greenhouse at home. There is another video that will be on the tag end of this one. Sorry about the movement, I'm on hands-free instead of the selfie stick. Sweet peas, I've planted some sweet peas. They're starting to come up well now in that tray. This tray, not so many. There's one over the back in this tray, but some of them hadn't really done much. Put some dahlias in. They're the ball dahlias. They are a plate dahlia. And then I've done some cuttings of rosemary and lavender, that's a rosemary, that's lavender, and then we have rosemary, lavender there. My onions, I don't think are going to come to anything, are down there. And I did pastoral gladiolus are in that pot, that pot, that pot, and that one. In this one, actually really should be coming off of them because they'll be coming up shortly. Those two here, the one there and the one I've just put there, are a classic mix of gladiolus. I've got, that's 20 gladiolus out of 50 I've put in. I've still got 20 odd left. I'm spinning back round. The lemon tree's doing well, and I'm just come up here to have a look at the potatoes and putting some potatoes in for chitting, and that was chitting. So I'm just going to have a look at them and then I'll come back to you in a moment. Be back in a minute. Right, I've just got them all out into trays. Spin you round. There's one tray there full of, this tray here is Charlotte, second earlies, but I'm going to put them in pots this year, just and then there's the other tray there of, where's the camera? Desiree, however it wants to be pronounced. So yeah, I've just thought I'd do those, get them going, because there's time's ticking on now. Mixed salad leaves are starting to get their second leaves now, which is good. Yeah, and I had a few tubers that broke off of the dahlias, so I thought I'd pot them in, put them in a bit of soil, a bit of compost, dampen it off, see what happens. Grow, they don't, they don't. Not going to worry too much. I don't ever worry too much. If you start worrying, it don't do you no good. Right, bring up the camera there. Right, I'm going to disappear. There will be another follow on from a video I done while I was up the allotment. So that will follow on to this video after this, as the videos have been done in reverse order. The allotments one was I filmed first, and this one I've just filmed second. But this one will be up first and then that. So because a lot of the actual planting that I've done a few days ago, and I've planted up also 7 different varieties of tomatoes, going from cherry to plum, and I've got some seed now of some bigger, like beefsteak ones. Oh, there's a mozzie. Kill it. Getting wet now because it's damp in this greenhouse. Because I'm hoping I've sealed the roof on this greenhouse with the tape that you use on polythene taping. But because it's so damp in here, the moisture just builds up, and yeah, I have wiped it, but if it's a nice day, it warms up the ground, which is pretty wet, and then that transfers up onto the polycarbonate roof. I've lost track where I was going. Oh, let's have a quick look to see if there's any radish coming up. Oh, we have life. After it tipped over on the floor. Excuse me with the shaking of the camera. Oh look, we have life. Eventually we get one. I can't see if you can see that. Just here by my thumb, there's one. As this seed tray, this piece of guttering was up on the side here, and I came out the following day and found it all over the floor. Another one there by the looks of it, but they may germinate, we don't know. Let's just see. It's just I picked it all back up and put it back in the tray or piece of guttering, and that's it. Watered it and that was it. Leave it. That looks damp enough at the moment, so I'm not going to touch it. It all looks damp enough in here anyway. So I'll put it back up on its shelf, up on the receipt, up on the there. So it can get as much sunlight as possible there. Yeah, but as you can see, I bought some 3 blueberry plants as well. They've been potted up. They're outside on the bench, along with some raspberry canes that I dug up at the allotment from where I've done the polytunnel. Around. Yeah, it's a bit chocked in here. I need to get in here and have a bit of a sort out. I need to get this all cleared so I can start and what's on top clear, so I can start getting my seed trays in, because very soon there's going to be lots and lots of tomatoes. But I'm going to be, a lot of them are going to be put up for sale. I'm going to approximately grow this year. I've done 21 last year. I'm going to probably double that this year. So if I'm going to double it, 42, I might as well do the extra 8 and make it 50. So we got plenty of tomatoes for here at home and family, and maybe putting on raffles. But the bigger tomatoes, the plums and the beef, real big plum tomatoes that I've looked for, to get big plum tomatoes so I can mash them down or skin them and then blitz them and then make them into a sort of reduce it down on stove and blitz it up so we can save it for sauces. But I intend to do a lot more tomatoes this year, so yeah, might as well make it 50, make it a mixed bag of about 50 tomatoes. My partner and the rest of the household do like the tomatoes. I'm not over keen, but I grow stuff that everybody eats in the house. But I don't eat certain stuff, they do, so I grow it for the majority. So yeah, so I'll say ta-da for now, and I'll see you in the next video, which will follow in a second. So ta-da for now. Hi guys, right, down the allotment today. Been a bit busier down here today. I'm now getting posts up on this side. Now you can actually see the full extent. I might have to climb the fence here. Oh, excuse me. Oh, here we go again. Right, there we go. I'm trying to see if I can get you in shot. That's the full extent of the going to be the polytunnel, I think it is. I can see the verticals just, but yeah, a bit more wood over there for the compost bin. Putting some pieces of thin chipboard that I got hold of to line on the pallets on where the skids would be, so when I put the stuff in it don't fall in between. Yeah, so I'm slowly but surely getting there with the plot. Now the front frame's up, the back frame's up, I can then start work. I'm standing here noticing that the crossbeam from on the back is on an angle. Oh dear, I've got to start sorting that out. I hadn't noticed that when I was putting it up, because I was working right on top of it. Yeah, that's right, yeah, bang, 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 bish, bosh, bon, bang, done. Yeah, I mean, the fruit area's looking as good as it was before. Yeah, I'm standing in my neighbour's plot, but he won't mind. But yeah, so I'm in the back of the plot. I'm going to have a bit of a fire because it's a bit of a bomb site at the back. Yeah, I'm not going to sort that bit of cross member out today. I've had enough. My back's giving me grief. Just swinging your back rounds gradually, so sorry about the shakiness. Right, Right, let's climb back over this fence again. Oh, oh God, it's my fence I put up. It's my own bloody fault for wanting to climb it. Oh, yeah, so take a wander up the back. Yeah, sorry about that, it's a bit of a hair in my mouth. It's funny considering the amount of hair I've got around my mouth, face anyway. Yeah, so I've taken that Dalek down from that one there, from by the compost bins. Yeah, so I've still got all of this to clear. I mean, this was a wall of a shed, believe it or not. It was all built and covered with felt. Well, and it was made out of a packing crate. That's one of the pieces that were at the far end of the chicken run. I was going to put it on, bring it down and put it on top of the compost bins, and then I thought, no, it's too wide, it's no good. So I thought, oh, I'll leave it here for the minute, and it's been there for a week. So swinging your back round. Greenhouse is no different to what it was before. There's no point looking in there. Yeah, so the back here is looking a bit of a rather bad condition. Swing you around. Oh look, if I tip you down you get a bit lighter, brighter. There's the shed. Bird box on the end there. Built out of the scrap bits of wood from that. So I've got the bits of wood there up against that tin shed. The bits behind the bit with the felt on was the floor of the shed. Yeah, so I'm just waiting on the chickens because they were a little bit low on water and they've gone mad for the water, so I've been and refilled the can. Yeah, so this bench here is what I'm going to do. I'm going to tip this bench up on end, not today, but on another day when I'm next down, probably the weekend. I might come down for a day again. Tip this bench out the way and then take up all these pallet collars, because as you can see the boards have had it. I mean, there is one there under that blue tarpaulin sheet. I may leave those three there because they're still reasonably okay. Bit tatty on this end, on the bottom board on this one, but we'll take that one out the way, get the metal work out, the hinges, and I may measure up and see if I can get some board to fit and then redo them. But what I might do is go to the sawmill and pick up some hardwood. Are we still recording? Because I just caught that button. Yeah. Might get some hardwood and put the hinges onto some hardwood so they last a bit longer. This one's okay. But yeah, I might have the fire, take that one out of the way, put the soil from this one into that one over there where the wire is, and the bits of downpipe and guttering, and have the fire here and move the table, like I say. Because I've got that bit of there was a little garden bed which was for my partner, so she could tinker while she was down here. It's fallen apart over the winter, so I need to look at that. Need to get rid of these pallets. I know what people might think. I may see if I can actually get the bits of 3B 1.5 out, break the boards off, because they're not, I don't know how much copper they've been here. I've had them for a couple of 3 years now, which then means I may be able to get to this tin shed, which was full of stuff from the previous person who had the plot. And if I remember rightly, when I looked in there, there was an engine. And then I found out when he came with, it was the lady who had the plot that side behind the bamboo. So it was her grandson had put a mini engine in there, and he'd forgotten all about it. Which, if I can get that emptied and sort that out, I might be able to. Don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'll decide when I get round to it. But behind that back wall of a shed, there is another shed, as you can see, but that's full of stuff from the previous guy who had the plot. So that all needs emptying. That shed's had it, so that might as well come down. But what I'm thinking about doing is cutting all of these branches right the way back to the tree line, so we can, I'll see what I can do and raise the canopy a bit, which then come the summertime or winter or summer, it allows a bit more lighting at the back here. I would, here we go, you're now going to go on a funny angle and feel like you're drunk and falling over. I would really love to get rid of that lot from overhanging the plot. The likelihood of that happening is if I climb up there, let's swing around, up that tree, up that branch, bough, all the way up with a saw, because it's too far out of reach. I mean, I'm 5'10", I reckon that's a good 25 feet, if not 30 foot up on that bough. But as I say, with the fire, I'm thinking about to tip you back round properly so you don't feel giddy and like you're laying on the floor. With the fire, I'm thinking about, I'm going to have just here, dip down, there, those boughs are right, that bough is right underneath. So the fire might, hopefully, not bring the buds out, or it might, in turn, kill it off. So, which means those bits and pieces on the end, hopefully, may just die and then break and fall down like they do over the winter. Always got branches all over the place, like I have at the moment. There's all branches that have fallen off the tree, a couple of bits over there, and there's that big lump of stuff on the table there. So it's a bit of a one to play with at the back of this plot. Hopefully tonight the committee are having their meeting, and hopefully tomorrow I may find out about my second plot, if I can have another plot here, if there's one available. If not, I'll just wait till one does come available. It's not a problem. I ain't worried about waiting. Quick glance at the greenhouse. Yeah, the sweet peppers are starting to look very sad and need some attention. So, but I'm not going to worry too much. But yeah, it's one of those things. I'm going to work from front to back on this plot. There are a few plots that I know are looking a bit worse for wear, so I can't make a decision, can't go and say, oh well, I'm hoping to get here XYZ type thing on the plots. If one's available, I'll get it. If I don't, never mind. But if I do get a plot, I'm going to take the I'll just get hold of some more black plastic, or well, get my strimmer, and I'll just strim the plot down, hitch it down tight to the ground, and as I say, get some more black plastic and cover it with plastic. Get it done temporarily. But yeah, I mean, this is it. It's all work in progress. Rome wasn't built in a day, but the Romans would have loved to have done it in a day. But hey ho, we live in Great Britain. Lovely. We're now our own country. We can make our own rules, regulations, and we don't have to abide by European market. Oh, thank God for that. About time. I was one that wanted to leave, so I agreed with leaving. So, I mean, this country fought 2 world wars, so we weren't dictated to. And in the end, we were dictated more by Europe than what we ever was if Hitler had taken over. It feels like then. But now we can do everything ourselves. What we need to do, sort out rules, regulations. About bloody time that the government decided to get off their backsides and do it. Right, I'm going to disappear for today. Quick video. I've got another video that I was at home in the greenhouse doing, so that would have been on before this one. So yep, so I'll say ta-da for now. See you again soon. Bye for now. Bye.